All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, November 7th, until Wednesday, November 13th. I am meteorologist Jimmy Danko. Thanks for listening, and let's go ahead and get started. So first, looking at the upcoming weather pattern for Central North Carolina, you can see that Hurricane Rafael is currently located in the southeastern Gulf of Mexico, but it is expected to continue tracking westward and not really have an effect on our weather, other than maybe some drying up some moisture later on this weekend and early next week. Otherwise, we have a cold front today that will be sagging south through the area, a backdoor cold front that will bring some isolated to widely scattered showers through tonight. And then another cold front may bring some additional isolated showers tomorrow from north to south. It looks like the best chance through today is across southern parts of the area. And then later on tonight and tomorrow morning, the best chances shift to near the Virginia border, and then shifting south and east again through the day tomorrow. And then the next cold front will bring a good chance of showers and maybe isolated storms from late Sunday into Monday. As for temperatures, they will be warm today with highs in the 70s, maybe even some low 80s, can't be ruled out. This is slightly below record highs, but close, and it's about 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Maybe even a little more than that. Tomorrow, again, we have highs in the 70s in the forecast. And then for this weekend, we get a significant cool down with some cold air damming possible, with highs in the 60s to lower 70s. Temperatures should be warmer again on Monday, back into the 70s, before gradually decreasing through midweek, but staying above normal. So looking at the storm potential for the next week, really the only threat that we have is today, and it's just a general thunder risk, not expecting anything severe. And this risk is mainly across our southern counties, but the best chance looks to be south of us in South Carolina. And then there is also a chance across our far northern counties, as I had mentioned later on tonight, but those chances look to be maximized further north into Virginia. So we're kind of looking like we're going to get split between the best chances of storms. And then no storms really anticipated, at least nothing severe through late next week. Looking at rainfall forecast for the next 5 days, you can see that today the Weather Prediction Center has us in generally a few hundredths, maybe a tenth of an inch at most. So not looking like anything too heavy. Tomorrow, just maybe some very light amounts across the south, drying out Saturday, and then we start to get better rain chances again from late Sunday into Monday, as I had mentioned, with another cold front, and those amounts could be a little higher, maybe on the order of a quarter to half an inch. So the excessive rainfall outlook from the Weather Prediction Center, it's not really expected to be a threat for our area. They do have a marginal level 1 of 4 risk for excessive rain in South Carolina, but it's really going to stay down there. We're not really worried about any excessive rainfall threat in our area today, and no rain that would possibly cause flash flooding tomorrow or Saturday either. And then even beyond that, Sunday and Monday, heavy rain impacts are not expected for those days. All right, so the drought update for North Carolina, which just came out this morning, does have now the entire state, just about the entire state, in D0 abnormally dry category. And there is even some D1 moderate drought across parts of the northern coastal plain and also a small area in far southeastern North Carolina. And this reflects the extreme dry pattern we've really been seeing since Helene, really since the beginning of October. Looking at the tropical weather outlook, you can see that, again, as I had mentioned before, Hurricane Rafael, located over the southeast Gulf of Mexico, it will move west across the Gulf of Mexico through this weekend, but it will continue to weaken as it does so. And then there is another trough area of low pressure with disorganized showers and storms currently that will move west near the Greater Antilles and Hispaniola and Cuba over the next several days. And it has a 20% chance of development, but there is no imminent threat to central North Carolina with this system, even if it does develop. All right, and then looking at the long-term forecast from the Climate Prediction Center, this is the 8 to 14 day temperature and precipitation outlook for November 14th to the 20th. You can see that there is a large area across really the entire eastern US, including North Carolina, with a 60 to 70% chance of above normal temperatures. However, precipitation chances are equally great between above and below normal and near normal. All right, then looking at the hazardous weather outlook for the next week, really the only threats for hazardous weather involve maybe a limited threat of lightning on late Sunday. Again, still not expecting anything severe at this time, but it does look like there's at least a threat for some thunderstorms. And then the other threat is some patchy fog, locally dense, late tonight into tomorrow morning. So just to summarize, isolated to widely scattered showers will continue today and tonight as a backdoor cold front passes through our area. And then a cold front may bring additional isolated showers tomorrow, moving from north to south across the area. These amounts are expected to be pretty light. And then the next cold front will bring a good chance of showers and maybe isolated storms from late Sunday into Monday. And then as far as temperatures, they will be warm today and tomorrow, highs in the 70s for the most part, and then turning cooler this weekend with highs more in the 60s, maybe low 70s. And then temperatures will warm up again on Monday before decreasing slightly through Wednesday. And the only real hazardous weather that we're concerned about, again, is that patchy fog threat tonight into tomorrow morning. The greatest threat appears to be in the northwest, and it could be locally dense. All right, that wraps up the weekly briefing. Does anyone have any questions?